characters as they navigate their way through sexual exploration and first love. I connect with things I had not contemplated for quite a long time. I connect, if you will, with parts of myself that I had temporarily forgotten. A few minutes into Mr. Pamuk's reading, Letty gives me a nudge. We look at the audience around us and marvel. Folks are sitting with their bodies lurching forward, heads cupped in their hands, eyes closed to better absorb the words, arms reaching for a loved one sitting next to them. The body language of intense engagement is all around us. At the same time, this physical spell is imbued with a remarkable stillness. There is an absence of rustling and nervous coughing and buttocks shifting in seats. The energy in the room is palpable, as if it could be touched. It is the sort of energy that comes with rapt attention and surrender. Irony has it, the moment Mr. Pamuk uttered his first words, I noticed his accent. Mr. Pamuk's command of the English language is impeccable, but English is clearly not his native tongue. When he reads from his book, he reads the English words as translated by someone else, not the original Turkish words he wrote. And since we are in Miami, most members of the audience around us do not claim English as their first language either. It doesn't matter. Connection is a gift that happens in a realm other than words. The imagination of the author stirs our imagination well beyond the literal meaning of language. We connect at the level of all that is human, universal, timeless. We connect at the level of the cellular and the unspoken. The event with Orhan Pamuk lasts 90 minutes at best, but Letty and I leave feeling immensely satisfied, stirred, alive, and yes, dare I say it, strangely connected to all of the other book lovers around us. A reading is a formal event, of course. Roles are defined. The author shows up with the intent to communicate, and the audience comes with the intent to receive the communication. Yet we all have attended equally formal events where we couldn't wait to bolt out of the room. What made this a memorable evening? Was it the beauty of Mr. Pamuk's writing? The collective curiosity of the audience? Each of these elements no doubt contributed to the unfolding of this delicious event. But the real connectors, of this I am certain, were all the intangible qualities that emanated from Mr. Pamuk. His inexorable charm, his wit, his warm personal energy. More so than the seductiveness of his writing, Mr. Pamuk himself was the conduit that created the possibility of connection. Connectability is mission critical. Why does Mr. Pamuk's ability to connect matter? Well, I trust that Mr. Pamuk's skill as a personal connector instantly caused a spike in his book sales that evening. The line of folks waiting for him to autograph their books ringed all the way around the back of the conference center and spilled out into the lobby. Increased book sales benefit Mr. Pamuk personally and make his publisher happy. But more importantly, they help him to affect more readers, touch more people, and create connections that reach well beyond the ephemeral experience of this Friday night. They magnify his impact on the world. Here's how the connection conversation unfolds in my firm. The most common request we receive goes something like this. Marjorie is a senior VP and one of our brightest stars. She is highly respected by all of her colleagues, but Marjorie lacks executive presence. Can you help her? Executive presence is a marvelous code word that encapsulates a lot of unspoken signals and messages. In plain English, it boils down to this. Marjorie doesn't engage or inspire folks. Her energy doesn't spark the imagination of others. In high-stakes situations, Marjorie fails to connect. The other request we often hear is a little more direct. Ricardo is really bright and a great asset to our company, but people who work for him get frustrated with his rambling style and lack of clarity. Eventually, they just tune out. Can you help him be more effective? This inquiry is commonly framed as a need to tweak a person's communication style. That is, in many instances, accomplished with relative ease.